What's up, YouTube? It's Backwoods Diggers Bowling Team here. It's just me in this video again. My teammate obviously isn't able to be in this video because, well, he's not here, so. Yep, making this video myself. I'm just in my bedroom here tonight because obviously I don't feel like going out to the garage to video the tractor that I would be videoing, so I'm just going to talk about it. I did order some parts for it, for this tractor, like recently. Let me just get everything I need. Sorry for all the noise, but I gotta get my stuff. But yeah, got everything here that what I have with me now yet still that I have ordered. First thing, no, a little backstory on this before I get into what I showed. Before I get to show you what I ordered, this is a 1974 John Deere 112 tractor. My grandfather gave it to me about 7-ish years ago to be able to pull a tractor out of it. I never did. I just used it as a beater, like work tractor, mud tractor, off-road tractor, all that stuff. Really just beat the living crap out of it. So, the engine started having issues. Like, it would run for about 10-15 minutes, and then it would start, like, sounding like it was burning up almost, and shutting off, and wouldn't start up for like an hour or two. So then it'll start back up, do the same thing about after 10-15 minutes. So, I'm doing a complete overhaul on the engine, full rebuild. I got the entire rebuild kit, minus the valve springs and coil and condenser off eBay. That's about 120 bucks, I think it was. That kit came with the piston, rings, rod, the points, valves, spark plug, and the entire gasket set. So obviously, here's your exhaust valve. It's brand new, obviously. That's what came in the... That's what came in the kit, you can see. Exhaust valve. So yeah. And there's your intake valve. So those are the valves that came in the kit that I got off eBay. So now in this box that I'm trying to open with one hand, if I can get it out, there we go, is the points. See that? That doesn't come with a bracket. I gotta supply the bracket, which I have. It's just gonna go on the bracket. Take the old points off, put the new ones on. It comes with this. Okay, as well. This Instafire spark plug. Don't know how these are quality. I don't know. We're gonna find out because I'm gonna use this. If it doesn't do well, then we'll get a better plug. Now here are my valve springs. These are from Vogel Manufacturing. If you need some valve springs for your Kohler K-Series single cylinder for pulling, go to Vogel Manufacturing. Check them out. Good company. They've done me good. Then also from them, I also ordered this. This is a Bosch Blue ignition coil. And I'll get out of the box here and show it to you. If I can get it. Stare at the thing there for a second. Alright. So here is the Bosch Blue Ignition Coil. It says Super Coil. Don't know what that means, but yep. That's my new coil for it. Obviously some sort of a performance coil. And actually take a look at this spark plug. I haven't looked at it yet. One hand. Alright. No biggie. Just your basic. Hang on one sec. 1 minute. Okay, there we go. Just your basic small engine spark plug. Simple. Nothing real fancy about it. See? So, yep. Nothing real fancy about it. Staring at my ceiling again. I'll tell you what, guys. It definitely would be helpful if I had a camera person or a videographer to hold the phone for me while I do these videos. Like my pulling videos that you saw 2 months ago. Back with Hick Life and at the crap. I forgot what the event's called. The Berwick River Fest. So yeah, I actually had my teammate recording those videos for me, so yep. Fortunately, like I said, not able to be here for this to record this video for me, so yeah. I mean, you will see him in other videos, though, of course. If I got time tomorrow, and if I'm able to get him here to help work on the tractor, I might make up another video to throw up. Or at least whenever you're watching this video, could be. Well, actually, I think it is Sunday now, so you'd probably be watching this video by mid to late Sunday. Not sure, but yeah, that's all. Everything I actually still have left of the rebuild kit. I did actually order a condenser from Volga Manufacturing, but I ended up getting. So I actually ordered a condenser, these valve springs, and this Bosch Blue Coil. I ended up getting the coil and the valve springs, obviously, but instead of condenser, I ended up getting another set of points. So I'm waiting for the condenser to come in, and then I will be able to finish the engine install. Now, like I said, gaskets, piston, rod rings, all that stuff in here. I already got the rings on the piston on the rod, all that stuff. All that stuff's already in the engine, bolted in, good to go. So now all I gotta do is wait for my condenser to get here. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I gotta wait for my condenser to get here. And then get the end. Build first before the condenser gets here. Sunday, which I believe would be today, or whenever you end up watching this video. But Sunday after Christmas. That'll just give you a reference. So yeah, that day, today for now, like I said, I will be making new engine mounts. Now with this engine that I'm running though, it's a K-Series Kohler. It'll be, the K-Series Kohlers, they bolt right through the oil pan to attach it to the frame. So, yeah. On the John Deere tractors, the 100 series, 112 is what I have, like I said. There's this big bracket that goes on the frame. It comes at the top of the frame, just underneath the dash tower where the battery would sit. It'll drop way down. And further towards the front of the frame, there's 2 more mounting points where that big bracket will go. And the engine sits on that. However, the front mounts, there's rubber bushings back there basically. Those were broken. So I removed those. I'm just going to use some 2-inch wide flat steel. Cut it to length. And then weld that in. Set that engine plate mounting bracket in. Transfer the holes, drill them. And then before I weld that in, I'm going to cut it to length, basically, still obviously. Set it down in, transfer holes, drill them out on my drill press, then get bolts, stick them through the bottom, and weld them in. That way when I set the bracket in, I can just simply put nuts on, tighten them down, good to go. Then I can set the engine in, bolt it in. Then when I go back to school, load the whole tractor and everything on the trailer. Take it into school, offload it. Then we'll put the valve springs and the valves in. Get the points of condenser and the coil on. Wire it up. New ignition switch, kill switches, all that. And hope this thing fires off. And then if that is good to fire off, later that day, it's going back on the trailer. Or actually, that's not going to be a one-day job. It's going to be about a week and a half to 2-week job. If it takes longer than 2 weeks, I can't have that happening because it's a school project. If I don't have it done that time, well, I unfortunately failed that class. So yeah, expecting another update video with that tractor running, hopefully, within 2 weeks. So yeah. Essentially brand new engine. Only thing still stock on that engine is the crankshaft and the camshaft. Other than that, everything else, the piston rings, the piston rod, valves, the valve springs, the coil, the condenser, the points, that stuff's all new, guys. So it's gonna be a good engine, good running engine, hopefully. Now the thing is, I'm getting rid of the charging system, so that means I gotta keep a good battery to keep constant voltage going through the starter and the coil and all that stuff to keep this engine running. And I'm going to have to build a jump cart that I can basically go around with a good deep cycle battery on, with battery cables coming off it to jump it, obviously. So yeah. And also, guys, you've seen all these tractors that I've got. There's a lot of money going in these things. If any companies out there would be interested in doing a sponsorship for me, comment below. Or DM me on Instagram, redneck_boy2000. So, yep. John Deere sign in the background. My sister got that for me a few years back. Usually hang my keys on that for my truck, but yeah. Alright. This is getting to almost a little over a 14-minute video, so yeah. Like I said, this is Backwoods Diggers Pulling Team. Here by myself, but not the rest of the team, unfortunately. But yeah. Thanks for watching the video. Please rate, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.